hashtag is Floodlit 2025 na ikibamba sana tufanye nini? Don't need to miss any bit of it. This is a momentous moment for the Oilers. Pitching cup in the Nondescripts 5. Will they get something out of it? Let's wait and see. Try time, Menengai Oilers, they touched down for the first time in the first few minutes of the first half of the game. For the second edition of the Impala Floodlit tournament here at Impala Club. Menengai Oilers 5, Nondescripts 0. Conversion good. Menengai Oilers extend their lead to 7. Nondescripts 0. Is on for 3 points. See if they'll cut down on the day that Oilers have already taken.
Going for that penalty kick is Bruce Odhiambo.
Goes wide. The score stay at Oilers 7.
The sun has gone away here behind the clouds at Impala Club. The ground is a little bit wet, but this won't stop us from having some very good rugby football. The ground was a little bit softer earlier today as we saw matches like KCB versus Strathmore. KCB having that lead there against Strathmore Leos. Jake Watt having a swift one against USIU as host Impala take on Lucky Blood before this match that we are seeing here today. The finals of the 2025 Floodlit tournament between Menengai Oilers, between Nondescripts. Current scores, Menengai Oilers 5, Nondescripts 0. Clearly Evans today has shown some good rugby action. Maybe we should accept some foot rushes, out some aerial bombardment and some slanted kicks towards the corner as we see the lights of Songa drop into that Oilers 15 jersey as Oilers as Nondis tend to go for that exit play. Forgetting my manners back in my mama's kitchen where she cooked me a nice little cooked breakfast. I'm a commentator for the day, Suleiman Japaso. As we see another exit play from the Nondis side. This time doesn't find grass as the DJ go back for that straight out towards the Nondescript tribals. Shout out to Union Yoma and other beautiful mothers out there streaming the Floodlights 2025 finals, brought to you by Evans Bed TV, XIL Sports, Rock Rugby TV, Ticini Sports, Fanaka Studio as the official media partners. And speaking about the women, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the African Women's Cup will be taking place this November at the Ngong Racecourse. Get your tickets at Tico Hub and come enjoy some foodie action from our women as we see Oilers now grinding slowly 3 meters away from the Nondescript tribals. Is Oilers there, blue and pink jerseys all over the Nondis tribals as we see them going for that wide ball there to their winger as
Try time, Menengai Oilers. They tie down for the second time, extending their lead to Menengai Oilers 12, Nondis 0.
extending that lead. Menengai Oilers 12, Nondescript 0. The squads today saw young Jack Abutwali Bosonga retain his fullback position as we see the 2025 Kenya Cup season top point scorer with a phenomenal 206 points that include 8 tries, 23 penalties, and 46 conversions. This is none other than Timothy Omela. Takes the
Conversion good.
leaving Samuel Onkwamu
Menengai Oilers.
fair with the refinery legend Crispin Shitundu.
Nondis.
Big hits are expected
0.
on the blind side as we see Bildad Ogeta retaining the number 11 jersey from that win against Black last weekend.
And remember, this is the
And the playmaker
Cup
of the
final
day, Samuel Maura,
for the Impala Floodlit 42nd edition.
his home club Nakuru RFC.
Menengai Oilers all the lead.
Samson Onsomo, not new to the faces here tonight at Impala Club. He has played for the
Menengai
host.
Oilers 14,
As we see
Nondis
it's
10.
going deep on that kick towards the Oilers.
Menengai Oilers 14, Nondis 0.
That restart is the Nondescripts as they turn.
If you're the owner of KDS 615R, KDS 615R, please attend to your car urgently. The owner of KDK 152X, owner of KDK 152X Nissan model, please attend to your car urgently.
And now making
The owner of KDM 179G, it's a Mazda Axela, please attend to your car urgently. The owner of a Volkswagen KDS 615R, please attend to your car urgently. The owner of KDK 152X Nissan model, please attend to your car urgently. The owner of KDM 179G Mazda Axela, please attend to your car urgently.
intensity and trying to get that ball now moving out wide, but bringing it inside and breaking one line into the sidewalk.
Time!
Points of the day.
Nondis!
The red line on
A
one
little bit of electricity. You see hands standing. Guys taking quick arrows.
at the Impala
This
Club.
wicket then goes end up in
In
the
the
twilight.
2025.
Nondis touchdown for the first time in the game.
Proud to go to you.
Nondis 5.
KRU
Oilers 14.
Evans Bet
We are waiting on the conversion.
and XIX Sports. Nondis now coming in their own half, taking charge of that kick is none other than Billy
Well wide home.
Sotiambo.
They now round the gap to 7.
Oilers now taking charge. There is Crispin Shitondo talking to his open side winger Timothy Omela as he ought to go for that chase deep down into the Nondescript 22 as we have the carry from that restart as they lose that forward again towards Oilers. Referee say the ball is available there for the play. Hard carry there from the Oilers side, securing that track. Now Oilers winning that penalty as we see them opting for that three-pointer option.
Nondis consider a penalty.
As Nondis concede another penalty in their own half.
Looks like the
We were
Oilers are
talking
going to go for
about
the
the
hedge.
impact of Timothy Omela that he has brought to this team, having scored 206 points in the 2024-2025 Kenya Cup season. As we approach with only 2 weeks left, what will he bring now to the table in this new season? As we see Samuel Maura setting up for another three-pointer there for the Oilers side as he
Properly
gets the
slotted
three-pointer
home.
Boyd.
Menengai Oilers extend their lead to 17.
17.
Nondis
Nondis
7.
7. Joined by that varsity shield, a lot of the varsity plates, so you can see spots when taking the team when they get started. They will follow the varsity final. They follow the varsity final. Jacob Cougars managed to get a solid win over the total varsity mates race campaign, winning that one 31-23. That was followed by the women's final, where the Wamba ladies win 5 at the goal, winning that one 44-11, which was then followed by the club plate KCB, running right over the Stubborn Wheels, 47-12. Just after that, we did have the bronze final, the host Impala FC, taking on Floodlit, the one with the winning that with a narrow 2 points, 21-19. And now, grand final, Menengai Oilers lead 17-7 over the 100-year Nondis, as the Nondis got a penalty just out. Or rather, just to leave the 22 zone, this will be a move. And in the post.
Goes wide. The score stays 77 in favor of Menengai Oilers.
In the first 15 minutes of the game, we have seen Oilers putting pressure, a lot of pressure here on the Nondis side. But we see now Nondis trying to get that composure, trying to find their game in place. As we see John Owiti running out that ball towards his flyer players, they decide to go for that up and under. And there comes the mistake from the Oilers side as they knock that forward in their own 22, giving the advantage to the boys there in white and red, the Red Lion. Talk about celebrating 102 years in style, trying to bring that intensity and the name back to their clubhouse at the Polo. Red Lion. As they win, as they enter the red zone area here, Oilers are in danger here. As you see, Nondescripts setting that play. Bruce Odiambo here calling for the ball out wide. They decide to play that loop pass, and there comes the breaking that line. Oilers now really working hard on that defense as they try to pin Nondis back in their own half. We've seen a lot of handling errors there. What is the referee gonna call as we see the Oilers players going back there ready to defend their own turf? Nondis won their points now in the board. As you see fullback Ronnie Omondi taking charge there on whether they should go for the points or the line out. On my version here, they should put Oilers under pressure, reduce the deficit on the scoreboard. For me there, they ought to go for the 3 there to keep the game running. But they want the 5-pointer, high risk, high reward. Remember, it's a game of rugby. You make the choice, you back up your choice. Once you've decided, the captain has to make the decision. It has to come from him. However he sees best, that's how the team is going to play as they go for this line out here. The back line forming wide as you see John Mark Owiti forming straight with his number 10 there, Bruce Odiambo, who featured last week as center, now featuring here today as flyer as he gets the bread, as he tends to be the bread and butter for this Kenya Cup side. Menengai Oilers defending their own try box there. Nondis. What is the referee's decision on this? Nondis winning that penalty there against Menengai Oilers. Putting Oilers under a lot of pressure. Is Nondescripts RFC. sure uko serious. Alafu mchezo
Right time, Nondescripts, the goal for the second time in a row. Cutting down the deficit. Nondis 12. Oilers 17.
Nondescripts cutting down on the deficit.
Just to the conversion to cut down the deficit. You see how that goes by.
Nondescripts 14. Sorry there. Menengai Oilers 14. Nondescripts.
That is electric. You snooze,
12.
you lose.
The conversion to come. As you see there, young cadets are having a word with the technical team. Remember, Moses, aka Host, the head coach of Nondis, earlier today, through Evans Bay TV News, he told us that he's using the Floodlit tournament as the stepping stone or the backstone of the preparations for the coming Kenya Cup season, the 2025-2026 season that everyone expects to be electrifying.
Version wide.
Kicking off in the 22nd November.
Oilers 17.
As you see,
Nondis.
first matches like
12.
the likes of the famous Cabros traveling to the city to have their first match of the season. Current game going on here today against Menengai Oilers with Ngong Road Boys Red Lion. Nondescript RSC reducing that deficit there, getting their composure in these 20 minutes of the game as we enter the 30 minute. Sorry there. It's a knock-on from the Red Lion. They make another mistake in their own territory. Ball advantage towards the Menengai Oilers. We see veteran Son Onsomu having a word there with his fellow veteran Elkins Musonye, another maniac who has traveled all the way, climbing the ranks from Western Bulls in his prime days. Went to the Cage Boys in West Madaraka, had a run there, gained his experience under the Bria Strathmore Leos, where later joining the Menengai Oilers side, helping this side to secure 2 Floodlights finals, winning both of them. Will he have another third cup added to his many trophies that he has in his closet? Losing that ball there is Menengai Oilers as they gain another penalty. Ball is dropping back towards the on 22 is the Nondescript RFC. Tense rugby action expected here tonight. The weather is good. The fans are looking amazing also here today at the Impala grounds. As you see, Menengai Oilers opting to go for that line out and maybe get a 5-pointer to extend here their lead tonight. Nond is getting a little bit of composure here, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get it right Menengai Oilers, as we see bodies grinding towards the nondescript 22. Only a few meters towards the try box. The back line setting up nicely. As you see Samuel trying to open up that nondescript defense, but the back leader there, Elkins Musonye, saying they still have it as they carry that ball towards the edge. It's Menengai Oilers having that first carry. Another one as they tend to go out wide. The timing is good. See a try there from Menengai Oilers. It's a little bit dark on that corner. Timothy Omela running inside there to have a word with the boys there. The try is not yet confirmed. As we see center referee.
Of course, remember, this is the final, the finale, and this weekend finale here. Menengai Oilers battling it up with Nondis. On the lead is Menengai Oilers with 17, defending champions of the 2024 Impala Floodlights. Nondis 12. Nondis have also claimed the title as Impala Floodlights winners 4 times. Ladies and gents, first half of the match, current score, Menengai Oilers 17, Nondis 12.
Menengai Oilers are 2 times Floodlights champions here. They debuted 2 years ago, won that one. Came back again last year, they won it again. They are yet here in another final. Are they gonna win this tonight? Let us have your predictions there in the comment section. As you see Daisy Tots there rallying behind Nondescripts RFC. As Nondis get their composure and try to get back into this game. They're already in this game, they only need a try here. Referee setting up that scrum nicely. As you see bodies in pink and white, ready to crouch for the bind. Waiting for that call when it's set. And the back lines here forming the defensive side is the Menengai Oilers. As we see that fumble play from Bruce Odiambo. Nondescript losing yet another ball in the danger zone area here. As we see Menengai Oilers celebrating that fumble there from Bruce Odiambo. Lions celebrate 102 years in style as they bounce back to yet another Floodlights final after missing out last year, falling short against the States host Impala.
They get something out of it.
Coach Moses Wanyanga, as I told you today, earlier through Evans Bay TV and XIS Sports, told us that he's using this Floodlights tournament as a backbone, or rather a preparation for the main tournament, which is the Kenya Cup 2025-2026 season. As we saw him rotating this squad here tonight, the likes of Akina Obungu Oade having been dropped, or rather being reserved for that 2-week clash that is
somehow managed to wiggle out of the red zone.
First match in the Kenya Cup game.
With a penalty.
Also, Coach Moses Wamanyanga entrusts these young and experienced players to bond and gel together to bring glory days back to the Red Lion clubhouse. Elisha Koronya, another notorious name, made his move from Kenya Harlequins. Will partner with Nondis veteran Zakari Mora and Ambrose Ouko as the front row. They have been very good, clinical at the set pieces, especially the scrums. We know the scrum is one of the strongholds of this 102 years side here. The Kenya Cup side, Nondis, they always dominated those scrums. We saw it last year in that draw that they had against the unbeaten Capras, when they held Capras in a 3-3 draw at the Forest.
Screwing in there. highly contested. You see bodies dropping left, right and center. Witnessing the 42nd edition of the Impala Floodlit tournament. Final game, Menengai Oilers leading Nondis 17-12. It's a highly contested match. The outcome is unknown. Still in the first half of the game. Anticipating a lot of expectations. I'm your host, Lukoko Ochami.
Boys as they earn their 50-22. Remember the 50-22, a rule that was recently introduced in the rugby laws by World Rugby, whereby if you get to kick the kick from your own half, that's in your own 50, and the kick finds the 22 of the other opponent, then that is definitely your ball. You've earned it, you've earned your boot, and you brought your best boot to the ground. And I urge all those young players there who are training to be the best of the
Jaita Menengai Oilers.
As Menengai Oilers put yet
Do it again.
Score in the
Crossing the line for the third time.
Rugby.
Oilers
extend that
22.
22.
Nondis 12 for waiting on the conversion.
Nondis 12 for waiting that conversion. Yeah, you can see the importance of the 50-22 and the benefits that it brings. Yeah, it has awarded Menengai Oilers their try, I can say so. As we see this rule now helping out here tonight. Oh, I was advising all the young lads there training for the number 10 or fullback position. You need to get your boot right. You can use this to bring your team to glory days. Menengai Oilers with that conversion to come. through with the one and only Timothy Omela, the 2024-2025 Kenya Cup top point scorer.
Conversion good.
6 points.
Menengai Oilers extensioning their lead.
Kenya Cup top point scorer to reach that point. And
24.
This guy is walking slowly through the footsteps of Darwin Mukitsa. Congratulations there, Timothy Omela. Chipo class of 2019, well represented. They really have a boot there. As you saw, the likes of Akina Matoka nailed that 50-meter kick on that last match. On that last weekend match against Nondis. But Nondis have that win last weekend, giving them a chance here to play in another final in the 2025 edition Floodlit tournament. Nondis finding out pretty late in this game they are not going to be able to go through Oilers. They don't have the power, punch, the break. The big boys, especially Oilers defensive setup, look rock solid. Yellow and blue wall when it slowed down the ball. Now Nondis winning that penalty again as they ought to go for a line out. Still insisting that they should put a 3-pointer on the board to reduce that deficit there. As you see, Elisha taking charge of that line out, calling out for stop block from Alliance. Menengai. Talk about boy Adrian Wallace bringing his experience at number 6. Also played for the Hombo side. Strathmore side at his prime, and several Kenya Simbas and Sevens call-up. Charles Omondi taking charge. Also trying to call that ball. They try to maul it here. But Oilers bringing down the Nondis line out as the technical bench opted that was a penalty towards the Menengai Oilers, but referee says play on. As we see bodies now going round towards the Menengai Oilers is Nondescripts as they use that forward. Structuring straight back into the defense. As you see now Menengai Oilers setting up for that exit play. Center referee. The center referee, Kevin Wambua, having climbed through the ranks. Ref so many things. Ref so many Kenyan high school games. Back in 2015, all the
He's
way.
wired it home, narrowing now the gap to
2020.
Menengai Oilers 24.
One of the most
Nondescripts, 15.
And in his experience here today for the finals, not only the first finals, he has left under pressure, including so many 7 circuit finals.
Coming the end of the first half, of the final of the 42nd edition of the Impala Floodlit tournament. Menengai Oilers leading.
back in the second half of this game. And we are back for the second game of this, for the second half of this game. As we see the Red Lion boys now getting the intensity on this side. The Refinery boys are slowly getting their defensive pattern in line as Nondescripts try to get that ball out wide on blitz defense. It's good for the Menengai Oilers. Nondescripts retaining that ball, but losing it again. Losing it again is Nondescripts rugby, as you see. Fullback Ronnie Omondi dropping back to his position, talking to his counterpart there, Bruce Odhiambo, on how to arrange the backliners. Oilers tend to go for that. Chip finds grass, Ronnie Omondi is there to return the up and under. The chase is good. The take is good from the Oilers side. As ball is now dropping. Now he's running that ball into contact. Winning the collision point there as they win the first carry there. Referee said you have to release. Tackler is down on his knees. The break is good from Nondescripts. I told you about Ronnie Omondi, the notorious fullback number 9 who was signed from Mamba NFC, having his break right there. Now,
Sneaky fellas.
Nond is running that ball
Breaking the line.
their brain and playmakers there. Ronnie Omondi and his counterpart. Menengai Oilers get the exit play. Looking for the quick ball is John Owiti. Wow, what a play there from Nondis. We have seen them breaking the line a couple of times, doing it over and over again to have that win against Mulios. In the semi-finals, we saw them take on him, the host Impala. They overcame that. Now, Moses Wanyanga having a word there with his top block, Hillary, a big name that came from Cabras, joined the Ngongro side, Kenya Harlequins, and now featuring for another Ngongro based side, Nondescripts RFC, as they get to have a line out there. But you see the technical bench a little bit frustrated with the referee's decision. Ball, bomb squad now checking in is Hillary. Rano will be coming out. Let us see as he had his counterpart there. Good 45 minutes down there. Good play from Adrian Wallace, another Alliance alumni who is now featuring in this 2020. Oilers set yet another scrum here towards their experienced flyer of Samuel Onsomu, another veteran featuring for this Nakuru best side that will see bringing chaos, having beaten that KCB side, a strong side that will see now face another competitive semi-final against the Kenyatta University, having that swift win, and now trying to add another third title of the Floodlit tournament in their cabinet. Here is Menengai Oilers as they get to set that scrum. Kevin Wambua having a word there with his front rows on how he wants the scrum to be set. Pala Grounds offering very smooth grass here. Shout out to the groundsmen who did this job. The 2025 Floodlit tournament grounds has been superb and epic. I'm going to say my JXIX. Not so good work in handling, but I think that from the first game of the day to this point, having the front foot, having the momentum, but the handling error, killing everything that you're trying to do. And always get the ball 2 meters into their own half, rather on their own 4 meters, for the giving time. As you can see on the bench, Brian Mabua preparing himself to go into the pitch. Mabua key weapon on the sides. That was the bench this week. As you can see, Nondescripts coaching bench on their feet.
going on. 9 points separating the Menengai Oilers and the Nondescripts. But we did not expect it to be 9 points in 7 minutes. Here we are. Nondescripts putting in a shift. All on the boots. And sent back. Phase after phase.
Nondi's making some changes. See Ian Mabo coming in. So he last Menengai Oilers. And so out. Right time, Nondescripts FC. Charles Somondi touching down with a big run. Back row movement. Nondis cutting down the deficit. Oilers 24. Nondis 20. Waiting on the conversion.
What do you think about that?
Whoa, Red Lion boys, Red Lion boys, Red Lion boys. Talk about the Red Lion boys. This is what they bring. 102 years in playing the Floodlit tournament. None other team has done it in this country. Bringing their experience here in the 2025 Floodlit tournament. I told you earlier today, it is going to be a dogfight here. We have seen so many bombastic side eyes here towards
conversion wide.
Oilers fan base as they tend to look.
Scores stay the same. Oilers still on the lead. 24. Nondis
Kick from the
20.
Nondis side as they get to miss that kick. Now they are tied here and it is again live here today at the Impala grounds. You got 111. You got the Tema Sako. You find yourself here at the Impala Club and you get your tickets there. So, ticket partners, Chico Hub, and you get to watch some live rugby action under the lights, brought to you by Evans Bell TV, XIS Sports, as your official in every part.
It's a tight one.
It's a tight one today, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a lie. From your commentator, one and only top shotter, one man Azu. Of course, after hapa, sherehe kama wa Kenya, hatuendi home. Menengai Oilers now trying to put their bread and butter, bodies down here as they get to attack the Red Lion boys here. Playing that backdoor ball, bringing the blitz defense as they lose that ball forward. Kevin Wambua calling for the knock-on, but allowing this play to continue as Nondis tend to kick that ball in.
Beautiful
The
kick from
Oilers.
Nondis. The pile pressure.
22. Talk about a another
The Oilers in their own backyard.
from the Nondescripts side. And let me
Want to
tell
fish
you,
something out of it.
I told you the importance of the 50-22, a rule that was introduced only in recent rugby years, that now helping the playmakers of the game, the number 10, the number 15. If you are a young lad there, probably a high school fullback or an high school scrum half, playmaker, even a prop. We've seen it, of course, in international rugby. Big flankers there making the 50-22s, and that is now how it helps. Nondis now have a chance here to extend their lead against the Menengai Oilers as they go for the 5-man line out. Retaining that ball in the Oilers 22 is Nondescripts rugby. Kevin Wambua says the ball is available there to be played. The ball is available there to be played as Menengai Oilers stand that over.
The bustle. Clear my question.
As Menengai Oilers not really turn that over. Nondis now running that ball wide towards the Menengai Oilers. Only a few meters left. If they grind slowly with patience and resilience here to get to the ball here, they'll have this Menengai Oilers now falling back in their own try box. Oh my. 5 minutes when we started this game, who thought that now coming into the last, let's say, 20 minutes or maybe 30 minutes or so in this second half, only a few minutes to be played here. Nondis taking charge of this game, having control of the ball. The forwards are really dominant in their plays here. The backline have set up quite well in their kicks and their game of play. As you see, Ronnie Omondi taking charge there with Bruce Obiambo on what they should do next. Sammy Were is satisfied there with his counterpart there. Moses Nyanga as they get to have a word. Big smiles there on the Nondis technical bench. They have waited so long for this big signing there. Big name Lame Kambetsa as he goes wide, calling the ball there from the fisherman experience. Talk about the combination of Omondi and Odiambo at the midfield that has brought so much impact in this Nondescripts side. The ball is out wide. The ball is available there for play. Ronnie Omondi now. The offload is good. Referee Kevin Wambua now calling for it. Menengai Oilers tapping each other's shoulders there. The Nakuru best side here, showing strong, patient, being there, resilience on their defense. Their defensive pattern really has helped them here tonight. In this game, as we see, another scrum down here. A lot of angry enders from this game. I don't know, it's because of the wet ball that we're seeing, or because of the change of the weather. It's a little bit cold here. The weather is chilly here at Impala, but the fans are excited as well. I can see all smiles out as Nondescripts here putting a lot of pressure on the Menengai Oilers 22. And to those who are streaming live, action back at home, or wherever you are in your offices, shout out to you. Thank you, Sana. Tunawapenda wote. Back to XIX.
Impala Floodlit 2025 champion. Ladies and gentlemen, earlier in the day, as I keep repeating, we've already had lots of rugby. This is the final match of the day. They have the varsity plate against the Sparks 22-19. Monica Better Standards. They have the varsity final. J-Quad Cougars 31-23 over the USA Relay Nationals. They have the women's final. Wamba change. It's points over the tournament hosts and now. This time. Menengai Oilers. Canada. 24. Nondescripts. 4 points decided as Ronnie Mondi decides to shake some space in darkness. But the Menengai Oilers back 3 doesn't last. Launching the ball back.
Try time, Menengai Oilers. The wild run. From their own backyard, the try line. Extending their lead. Menengai Oilers 29. Nondis 20. Waiting for the conversion.
It is a dogfight here tonight. As you see now, Menengai Oilers bringing that back, responding to that earlier.
Conversion wide.
To that.
Menengai Oilers 29. Nondis 20.
Hapa ndo tunasema mambo ni moto kushinda pasi. Second half of the match, cup final, 42nd edition of the Impala Floodlights. On the lead, the defending champions of the 2024 Impala Floodlights. Menengai Oilers 29.
Take charge of their own,
Nondis
defend their own title.
20.
But Nondescripts are not done here. I'm sure they're not done. You asked earlier what I think about this game. It is still a close contest here. Nondescripts just need to get back, need to do what they were doing right in the first 20 minutes of the second half. As you see Menengai Oilers exiting that play, spotted the cup going, the kick found just in their own 22, in their own 40, in their own 40. As we see Nondescripts have really
changes the midfield. Billy Odhiambo coming out.
Big names now coming.
Billy Omondi, sorry.
Billy Omondi coming out from that midfield. Remember Billy Omondi, a big name that has featured also in the Kenya rugby. Played for the Impala side. Went to KCB, had a good run with the champions back in his days. Now has come to the Red Lion. Played his good 60 minutes. And now he's out here tapping the badge. As we see now, red and white bodies piling on those purple and blue, rather pink. As you can see, the flashy Menengai Oilers in their new kit for the 2025-2026 season. So the Kenya Cup League has a little bit downpour now. We experienced the drizzles here, right against Chile. A lot of intense rugby action. 20 minutes to play on the clock. As we expect Nondis to get one back on the Oilers side. Oilers extending that lead now a few minutes ago with that win. 29-20 against the Nondescripts. The Nakuru side are not here, not only to play rugby, but to defend their title. Remember, they've won this Impala Floodlights tournament 2 times, now bringing in a young squad. And maybe 4 or 5 guys who are now left since their back days in 2016, playing from that nationwide, climbing through the ranks to the championship side. First win on their first season in the championship side, climbing to the Kenya Cup side, playing 2 semi-finals against the mighty Kabras, bringing in the mighty, all the young lads. And recently, young boy who was signed from Sigala Gala RFC. Talk about Bruce and Novo, who is now featuring for the Menengai Oilers side. As we see them extending that lead, 29, Nondescript 0. Menengai Oilers are not done here. ladies and gentlemen, tonight, putting yet another 50-22 on the boot. As we see the prop, they are taking charge of what is to be called on the line-out. Talk about the toy boy, Big Wallace taking charge of that line-out. As they overthrow this experience, there comes the boot from the big flanker as he gets to chase that. Do we get to see another 50-22? That is the experience we're talking about from not another Abukwali Bosonga, another Upper Hill School alumni who is also a 2018 national champion and also a 2019 East African champion. Abukwali Bosonga, who got his injury, missing out in that triple squad in the 2019-2020 season. Another notorious name, another young tag that has climbed through the ranks, now becoming one of the best fullbacks in the country. Talk about Abukwali Bosonga. Just a quick quiz for the day. What do you know about Abukwali Bosonga? Any nickname, or rather, who is related with in terms of Kenya rugby? I want to get those answers in your comment section. Those who are watching us live, as we shout out to you here as we experience intense rugby action. Nod is getting that penalty there. Menengai Oilers not utilizing that break early on from that smart play from Abukwali Bosonga. And as I get to challenge you in the comment section, you have up to 10 minutes to get to decide who is the brother of Abukwali Bosonga. Maybe if you get that right, you can get a shout out on Evansbet TV on XIX Sports here today, bringing you live rugby action straight from Impala grounds as Menengai Oilers run it in their own 22 here. This is a danger zone. Now, there comes the box kick. Referee says went back. Ball is yet to be played. Nondescripts putting a lot of pressure on the Menengai Oilers side. I wonder why they're playing on their own half as they get to that exit play. Setting up for that, ready to receive. Kick is Nondescripts. On the open side is open, but the defense is good from the Menengai Oilers. As we see now, bodies fighting hard, running hard into each other. This is now becoming a tight contest here tonight. Nondescripts there, bomb squad bringing in big name, fresh legs there. He's coach Moses, also known as Oz, as the Kenya rugby may put it. It's a sport. Naweza tuambia nini kuhusu Oscar? Naona amechukua after Calvo. Anakuwa anaitwa Jordan Msimu. Kala.
Course taking over after Kala. Of course, I think captaining the triple squad of Kenya 2006, not 2006, maybe 2005 or 7. You got clarification in the comments online if you know which year was the next stage did contribute the triple squad and which position that he did play in. Currently making the decisions here. See 40 meters on the 40-meter line, 6 meters from the try box. Gets it. As you always say, it's not so easy to stop that man. The Oilers trying to build the phases on this running all their shoulders. It's not over till it's over. 9 points splitting them. Oilers 29, Oilers 20. Let us remember, the Oilers have the country by the title. Nondescripts wanting to bring back the glory of the last title of the year. It has been more than a decade without the title in their hands. Out advantage for the Menengai Oilers. The face is going loose ball. But see someone more trying to get the quick play. Quick tap. This Kevin and Boom call it tap. They're not releasing.
Another penalty considered by the Nondis. Oilers up for the 3 points. To stretch away.
As I did say earlier in previous games, you have
See how good that goes.
the question changes from what will you do, from what, why would you do what you're supposed to do? Why would you take the 3 points? It takes
Why is it home? Menengai Oilers extending their lead to 32. Nondis 20. Match still at arm's length. In comparison to the time available, they tighten the rope, they get it back.
To the Nondis is looking a bit bleak. 12-point gap. Can they close it?
It's gonna be very hard to close it here because, as I told you earlier, remember those 3 points that Nondis opted to go for a line out earlier. They had it just straight in front of the post. They could have taken the 3 points. Now talk about the big decisions made by the one name that I had mentioned earlier, another notorious name, very dangerous at football skills, top-notch level, Timothy Omela.
Not so long.
And I
It's going to be a wet
continue
ball.
saying it, 2024,
So press out,
2025,
play a wet
Kenya
ball.
Cup, top-point
Is in.
scorer with a phenomenal there. Points of 206 points. I don't know those who are there before me and those who will come after me. I don't know who is there to break this record that has been set with your one and only Timothy Omela. And back to our game here tonight. Nondescript having that scrum towards the Menengai Oilers 22. Only 30 meters into the try box as we see that midfield bringing a lot of action as that shot ball is bringing into the Nondescript number 13 as they try to run that Reagan is the notorious substitution that came through Alex Rex. Talk about another big name from Nondescript. Sijui wanatoanga hawa wazungu wapi lakini Alex Rex will remind us of our very own legend Oscar Dennis. Those who remember Oscar Dennis, the white mamba, who also was the only white person who featured for the black mambas back in the days in his prime. Playing with the likes of Akina, Jeffrey Okwacha, talk about Andrew Amonda, who is now the technical or the assistant coach of KCB back in his days in Kenya Sevens. Now Nondescript bringing back another familiar
Menengai
name,
Oilers doing some changes for number 2.
squad, who had a very good run on the first half, composed his teammates there. Now a set of plays, now set it early as the physio tend to attend on their players. Menengai Oilers going to the bin through there. Hard runner there. Or rather, he has played his turn. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that's a substitute being made by Menengai Oilers. The hooker there has made his day. He's made his cut. He has earned his tunes there. Now he has gone to the bench after earning those cups. Now bringing in the young tag I was talking about, Blues and Ovo, a fresh name that has climbed through the ranks from Sigala Pirates, TTI, Sigala RFC, another notorious name in the Nationwide League, having featured in 2 semi-finals that they beat the two Marines, the Technical University of Mombasa, but losing to Kabete Stallions in that finals. Now Blues and Ovo representing that or rather Sigalagala TTI in this final year tonight. At only 22 years of age, Blues and Ovo earning his cup and the first final. Shout out to the young tag, Kubwa Sana. It is now a wet ball here as you see Menengai Oilers losing that ball once again. Nondescript now tend to play it. The forwards want it for themselves. Remember, rugby is a winter sport. The game won't stop, however the ball is wet. That's the interest part. That way it gets interesting. Forwards love it, the backlines love it, and Nondescript run it out right. There comes the dummy from the second center. As Menengai Oilers try to hold that up. The ball is not available to be played. It is a ball set for the Menengai Oilers as you see Samuel Wede, another notorious name from Plaza Hill Academy, also a 2017 East African champion and also featured for the 2019 Chipu Cup, and that we can say is a Bahamas Cup champion back in his days. Now playing for this Menengai Oilers side. And in the seniority cups, Samuel Earle taking charge of that turnovers. We see bodies of pink and blue piling down as now Nondescripts get work out on that defense. As the up and under comes from one and only Abu Twali Wesonga. Does he find grass? The kick is good. The chest is good. The chest is good for Menengai Oilers. Ball is down. Nondescripts want a breather there, but Menengai Oilers putting a lot of pressure. They want this tag title for themselves. And if you thought that it was gone, then Nakuru Bay side are into this game. Karibu sana, Coach Lewis Buyachi on the technical bench.
Remember, this is the weekend finale, final match of the Impala Floodlights. Menengai Oilers, defending champions of the Impala Floodlights 2024, on the lead with 29 Nondis, 4 times.
Scoreboard. Update your scores. Nondescripts doing some changes in the tight piece.
About 8 hours of rugby so far. At the beginning of the day, you have the varsity late. MCA Sparks getting one over with the better Stallions, 22-19 to them.
I joined you.
The varsity final. Jacob Eagles stuck in the authority of Kickerwood Derby, 31-23 over the USA Marshals. Then that followed up with the women's final. Wamba going 5 feet over the hosts. 44-11, very confident win. The one that followed that, Club Plate, KCB, 47-12, over Varsity Satisfaction Warriors. Let's get straight out. Organization that's in the they say a number of things are in play. The one just before this, the tightest game of the day. Now in the final, 31-20. catch that mistake. Another card is just off the base of the line. Opting to slide. And they slide the ball about 50 meters. Then Mabua raises it. After numbers, he's asking questions. To the ball goes back. Mabua answers. Then they tell through. The ball is back to the 50-meter line. Well, it's about 5 meters away from the 50-meter line. You can see Samuel Moore taking the 9 meters. As the question is going to get asked. Kicking game again. Asking questions in the bathroom, tapping in the darkness. The person, what say you of the game so far?
So far from my side, I can say the chest line has been good. Chest line has been connected. The defensive pattern from both sides has been outstanding. Turned it over a couple of times from both sides. We've seen a lot of turnovers. This is the evolution of
Scoreboard, kindly update your scores.
best. We can see that
Scoreboard, kindly update your scores. The 1 point behind. They are winners.
It has been almost a complete performance. We've seen prolific tackles from the guys, or rather from the guy that likes of as we see another play from Abutwali Basonga as he gets that cover towards the nondescript timeouts, winning that collision point. There is nondescript. Talk about the notorious man there, Abutwali Basonga. And into our comment session, Cedric, you missing out in that question that we asked earlier. Abutwali Basonga is a brother to Saidi Sumba, who is a nondescript number 9, bringing us to the end of the game and to the
Full-time score, ladies and gents.
Full-time score, ladies and gentlemen.
Menengai Oilers 32, Nondis 20. The whistle right there marks the last bit of our business for the